Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on the channel. So, there's a reason I haven't talked about this one until now. It's not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now, the wait's over. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. To get things started, let's hear from our first reviewer.
This reviewer was initially very excited after the prompt delivery and relatively simple assembly of this electric bike. After charging it up, the first ride was impressive, showcasing the bike's speed and power. Our reviewer managed to cover a decent distance, pedaling in pedal assist mode, before the battery appeared to significantly lose power. The bike slowed down considerably, and after a few more miles it essentially died, despite the battery indicator showing a seemingly substantial charge remaining. This client expressed concern that subsequent rides yielded even shorter distances before the battery completely gave out, rendering the heavy bike difficult to maneuver without power assistance. Frustration mounted as attempts to contact the manufacturer for a battery warranty replacement went unanswered. The reviewer, having experience with multiple e-bikes, recognized this wasn't typical battery performance, especially compared to their other 48 volts bike. The initial conclusion was that the bike's value was heavily dependent on a functioning warranty, and doubts were raised about the brand's support. However, the story takes a positive turn. A representative from the service department contacted our reviewer, and after a phone analysis, they identified a potential issue with the monitor. A replacement monitor was sent, easily installed, and miraculously corrected the power issue. The bike's performance dramatically improved, exceeding the reviewer's initial expectations. Now this client absolutely loves the bike and happily retracted their previous skepticism about the warranty, praising the company for standing behind their product. A future purchase is very likely, and the bike gets a resounding recommendation, with the update that the battery wasn't at fault after all.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer had a great experience with their recent purchase and wanted to share it. They actually picked up 2 of these electric bikes and recently put them through their paces on a 10-day camping trip. The reviewer mentioned they rode both on paved roads and tougher back roads and thoroughly enjoyed the experience. A major highlight was the battery life. It far exceeded their expectations. Our reviewer covered over 80 miles during the trip and only needed to charge the battery once. This client emphasized the excellent build quality of these bikes, noting that both shifted and braked smoothly right out of the box, without requiring any initial adjustments. Apparently, one particular model offers exceptional value, as it already includes a rear rack and integrated tail brake lights. While the original seats were deemed to be of good quality, the reviewer did swap them out for personal comfort reasons. Interestingly, the replaced seat found a new home on a grandson's mountain bike where it's now appreciated. Customer service was also highly praised. They proactively reached out to ensure everything was satisfactory. The only minor drawback mentioned was the absence of a rack on one of the models, something this client believes should ideally be included. However, this wasn't a deal-breaker, especially given the bike's overall performance. Finally, the reviewer was impressed with the effectiveness of the full suspension on both bikes, even while carrying a weight of 265 pounds. Overall, this client expressed strong satisfaction and happily recommends this electric bike.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer is sharing their honest experience, having purchased this electric bike after a long period of research. The main draw for our reviewer was its folding design, essential for van life where space is at a premium. Unlike many folding bikes that seem to originate from the same source with only cosmetic branding changes, this particular bike stands out. Our reviewer appreciated the strategic placement of the battery at the rear, a design choice prioritizing safety by minimizing the risk of impact damage compared to bikes with batteries located on the lower frame. While admittedly hefty, this client believes that the bike is manageable for most riders. The battery takes roughly 4-5 hours to charge, offering an estimated range of around 25 miles using only the throttle, and up to 45 miles with pedal assist. Of course, this depends heavily on the terrain. The pedal assist offers 5 levels of assistance, but the throttle can be used independently within those levels for full speed without pedaling. The bike's throttle-only top speed clocks in around 21 mph, but engaging level 5 pedal assist can lead to some surprisingly high speeds. Our reviewer even hit upwards of 33 mph. Our reviewer describes this scooter as an incredibly capable electric bike. Freshly acquired, it was immediately put to the test in the Colorado Rockies, tackling trails that the reviewer was impressed it navigated without issue. There's definitely a learning curve, but overall, it seems like a fantastic bike to take anywhere. Finally, the humorous instruction manual with its creative spelling of bracket earned it a 5-star rating on its own.
That's all for now. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe. Let's talk in the comments. See you in the next video.